And this is one for opinions, right? There are two very specific regional or, geographic approaches to this dish.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get into those in a little bit. But yeah, first things that come to mind for you when it comes to the old lobster roll.
I grew up on the coast, not way up here. I grew up on the Gulf Coast, but seafood is a part of my DNA. I will default to it almost all the time. Granted, you'd be on an island, but my desert island, choice, if I had to pick only one style of protein, it would be seafood.
That's pretty serendipitous.
Yeah, right? I have a huge attachment to lobster rolls because it really slots right into my favorite style of eating.
Yeah.
How about you?
I think for me...
Eat a lot of lobster rolls in the UK?
No, really not. I'll be honest with you. Lobster is one of those things that is much more held kind of an elusive nature for me. Really didn't come across it a lot growing up. Really didn't cook with it all that much in restaurants where I worked. And
wow.
Yeah. We had some, nice little fresh starters, apps. But rarely would we do anything that would utilize, the whole lobster or serving lobsters whole and, nothing like lobster thermidor, which of course is a dish where booze naturally finds a home in it.
Mm-hmm.
I will just say as an aside, I think for me, much like our recent burgers episode, this is more of a dish where I want to drink with food than, say, gravitating towards cooking with booze naturally.
I kind of agree. There are some ways we could sneak it in if we really wanted to press the issue, but we'll get to that towards the end.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so lobster, a little bit elusive for me. And then, yeah, it's certainly something I've enjoyed moving here.
Were you more attuned to like langoustine then? That seems more UK menu.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Certainly that would be much more common. And well, we got into that whole not debacle, but the differences in our shrimp scampi recipe episode.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, langoustine definitely would have been more of a fixture. Have been up to Maine, have had one of the classic styles there. Haven't had a lobster roll in Connecticut, which is the other claim to the throne.
But you've had the Connecticut style,
I've had the Connecticut style, yeah.
It's not in Connecticut. I mean, I've never had a lobster roll in Maine or Connecticut, but I love these things.
Why don't you break down the styles for us now? Let's explore that early.
All right, I have to build mnemonic devices for myself all the time to remember things, especially when it's just a binary. So the Maine, I remember because it's M mayonnaise, right? So you're going to have this one is served cold on a warm bun. The bun always needs to be warm and toasted. So Maine is the mayonnaise base, kind of, you tuna salad, but lobster instead, but a lot less ingredients. We want to make the lobster shine. C, Connecticut, clarified. So the Connecticut version is simply clarified butter and served warm in the toasted bun. And I have a druther, and I'm sure you do too, and we'll get to it. But I also have a situational druther. Do you know that word, druther? It's a very southern word.
We've been through this before. I think it's Scottish as well.
Do you?
Yeah.
Again, my family is from Scotland too. So,
but I might be confusing that with druth. Do you know what a druth is?
I can't put it together. Truth. It's got something to do with truth.
It's when you're thirsty, you have a druth.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So maybe I'm mistaking that with druthers, but yes.
Druther's a little more straightforward. It just means I'd rather. It's druther.
Druther.
Somebody's slipping in there with an apostrophe and shortening the words.
That does seem more southern than Scottish to me now that we're talking that through.
Right, yeah, because it would be weird to say, do you have rathers?
Mm-hmm.
No. But do you have druthers? Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And do you?
I do, but again, they're situational, and we'll talk about why.
Talk me through it.
Oh, right now?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. I think that growing up in Florida, a lobster roll to me was definitely the Maine version, mayonnaise. Cold on that still warm bun, because where was I eating this thing? On the beach. And what was it on the beach? Hot.
Mm-hmm.
So I want this cold sandwich. Also, we probably, maybe packed it before, to take to the sand with us. Granted, my house was on the sand, so we were always on the sand. But then I think the purity of the drawn butter version, which is from New England, where it's cold. So I think that's probably the one that's more traditional. And I think that's when I want that one. Like, we're here in New York. If I want to go to Luke's Lobster in the city or whatever, I'm probably going there in the winter, and I still want that lobster roll. I want it to be warm.
Yeah.
So that's the druther to me.
But backed into a corner and you have to pick one?
The butter.
The butter.
Connecticut.
Yeah, I knew it because you're a purist.
Yeah. You know, I think if you've listened to the show long enough, you know I have things like I'll only eat chocolate or vanilla ice cream because I think that's the only two flavors there are. So, like, that really aligns with my style of eating.
Funnily enough, you also run a bar that has the largest selection of Amaro in the country, if probably pushing, you know, worldwide top 10, I'm sure.
Yeah. Listen,
there we go.
I didn't say I wasn't eccentric and complicated.
He's a complex man. He's our co-host over here, Sother Teague. I think myself backed into a corner.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the Maine guy.
Yeah, you like the Mayo.
I like the Mayo, and you know what I think it is that, of course, mayonnaise is rich and decadent, but there is an acidity to it, right? When you make mayonnaise, you need some form of acid component in there.
Of course, vinegar, lemon juice, etc.
And I like that helps just cut through things. I feel like it's a little bit more balanced. If I'm having the Connecticut style, it's rich on rich, arguably on rich, right? The roll, the bun that we're serving this in as well. I'm sure it's
pillowy white,
bun.
and you've got butter all over it, and you've toasted it. Yeah.